Right, so we're on our way. There's Roy's 1100, and this Himalayan .23 plate, and it's done 3,000 miles already in 3 weeks. So that's really good going. You alright?
Tell me about your bike, what is it?
Yeah, CL500 Honda. Based on the 500. Yeah, they're new out. They're quite recently.
What's this model called? Just CL500?
CL500, yeah.
Because it's unusual, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a scrambler version of the 500 range. Now they brought it out. Well, I've had it about a month. It came out about 6 weeks ago, I think. I was one of the first ones to get one, I think. Yeah, it's based on the 500 platform.
And are you pleased with it?
Yeah, really love it. It's loads of fun for the sort of riding I do. It's been absolutely great.
That's good.
Yeah, it's unusual.
It is. 19-inch wheel on that?
Yeah. It's sort of a little bit of off-roady type thing. Nothing major, but you could do, you know.
Great, and it's got 4 gauges as well.
Yeah.
And separate springs, no shock.
Yeah.
It's great too.
Yeah. Well, you know the 500 Rebel, and then they've got the 500 XE adventure bike, and they've got the 500R, haven't they, like a sports bike. It's based on that, but it's all that same platform, same engine, the 500 twin, so it's proven, but they brought a scrambler version out, and this was it. So
I think I've seen it in magazines.
yeah.
What's the fuel?
Really good.
Is it?
I can show you.
Yeah, good.
Should be on there now actually. When 93.9 I'm getting at the moment.
Oh, fantastic.
And usually it's a bit more than that, but I've been messing around, standing around. I'm generally getting just under 95 to the gallon out of it.
Isn't that fantastic?
Yeah. So you can't beat that, can you? Really?
No.
Yeah. And so I've run it in now. It's been used properly, you know. And mid 90s. So pretty good.
Mid-90s, that's what the cruise at?
No, so MPG wise I was on about, you know what I mean? Yeah. Well, to be honest, I don't go mega fast, but when I was on the when I test rode the one from the which had already been running, I had well over close to 100 mile an hour out of it on one little stretch. Not a problem. It will go. Yeah. And I've had this up to about 85. Probably more, I didn't notice, but you know, just in an overtake where you just get up to those speeds. So it's quick enough on the road. I don't find that I'm sort of wanting more power really, even though I've had bigger bikes in the past. I've always had bigger bikes, but no, it's been great. Really enjoyed. 5,999 on the road.
So it's only 6 grand.
Yep.
Compares well with the Enfields.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, they do a Scram 411, don't they? The Enfield, which is sort of a similar type of general style. That's I think that's it's about 4,799 I think on the road now. But I mean, this has got twice the power basically. So it's a more all-round sort of a bike. I mean, you know, the Royal Enfields are great and fine, but it for the money, for the extra grand, I think it's probably worth it, you know. And you got the Honda build quality, haven't you, and whatever, you know. So hopefully, anyway. So.
Right.
Yeah. I bet no worries at all, mate. No, what you got? You got a good at the moment? Oh, you're on the Phaser. Phaser, yeah. Good bikes, those.
Alright.
Yeah, 600 is it? Yeah, 600. Yeah, they're good old bikes. Yeah. No worries then. I'll get off. Take care, mate. Oh, I'm surrounded.
Sounds good too.
Yeah. Sounds alright, doesn't it? So off we go. So, we got the little 310 GS there. Is it not? G310 BM. And we got a rather nice Ducati Street Fighter that also turned up. Right, let's follow the Tesla. Won't get any fumes. So we're on our way back there. We've been chatting away, as you do, about all things bikes. And the Himalayan we saw there, that's the one in the camo, brown camo, that was Alan, and as I said, he's done 3,000 miles, and he's only had it about, I think about a month, 3 weeks or a month. Very high mileage guy, and he's loving it. So we're back along the Kidderminster Bridge North Road again. Not sure what parts of this video I'm going to chop out and what bits I'm not. We'll see on the length of it overall. I was a bit disappointed today. A couple of lads couldn't turn up. One was having a new tyre fitted to his bike, and the other one was had other things he was busy with. One thing I wanted to talk about very much was last night I saw a video came on from Moto Bob. Oh, that's a chap that comes along this road regular basis, rather him than me. Yes, Moto Bob, who you may or may not know, is a massive YouTuber involved with all the companies now. He's got deals with Triumph and does a lot of work with other companies as well. But what the video was about was the announcement of the two new Triumphs, 400cc, the collaboration that they have been having for a while now with Baja in India. We've been hearing about it for months and months and months, and finally they've been announced, and they do look really good. Two 400s based on the same sort of platform. One a road oriented bike based on the it looks very much like a mini speed twin. In fact, it looks so much like it, it's almost a scaled down version. And the other one a scrambler, a 400 scrambler. So very much a direct competitor to the CL, so that was really interesting. But for me personally, the one disappointment was when I looked at the specs, and he talked about the specs, the scrambler is very, very tall in the seat. 800, I think it was 835mm, so that really puts me sort of out of that one. Whereas the street version is much lower, in fact the same height as this CL. So I will definitely test ride one of these as soon as they're in at the local Triumph dealers. So that's going to be interesting, but I almost certainly will test ride the road version, the one that looks like the Speed Twin, simply because of the seat height. But very interesting, and obvious competitor to this bike, all depending, of course, the critical factor is the price. The price is not yet announced, and you've got two competing factors there to try and guess the price. One, it's Triumph, which is a luxury brand, and they certainly do look really nice, these two little bikes, which would make you think the price is going to be quite high. And then the other side is that they're made in India by Baja, and they need to make them competitive, which would make you think the price was more on the low side. So it's anybody's guess where they're going to be pitched, and there's quite a bit of speculation. But it was interesting that the guess on the video from Bob was that they were going to be sub 6,000, in fact close to 5,000, and that was his supposed guess, but I would imagine that he's quite on the in the know, I would imagine. So my guess would be it's going to be around about 5.5. These obviously are 6, so it's going to be very much a direct competitor. The difference with them, they're based on what I understand could well be the same engine as the KTM 390, single cylinder, using a number of different KTMs, because KTM and Baja are heavily connected. So it's a 400cc single. Obviously the CL is a 500 twin. So not exactly the same, but certainly in the same market segment. So that'll be very interesting when that comes out. They look very good in the pictures. And I will absolutely endeavour to test ride one of those as soon as they're available. And that'll be interesting, because I'll video it and give you my impressions on what I think. So, doing 60 miles an hour now along this road. Might as well pop it into 6, because we're not going to be overtaking between now and the bend. I was talking to a chap as well. I probably won't put him on the video, but he was asking me about the bike and asking me about fuel consumption and everything. He was very interested in it. He said he hadn't seen it before. He thought he'd possibly seen it in the press, but I hadn't seen one in the flesh, so he came and asked me all about it, and I gave him a rundown. And nice chap. That's tip with bikers though, isn't it? You meet so many, back into Worcestershire by the way, you meet so many nice people. It's one of the beauties of motorcycling, is the people. Always friendly. We're all interested in one another's bikes. We all get one another, get why we're out on bikes. And the social side of it, just one of the great things about motorcycling in general. This Tesla is suddenly going very slow. Don't know why. Oh, the battery's running out. They may well be. So we're coming back by Shatterford now. Here it is. This is where I'm asking you to guess who the famous personality is that lives over to our left. I could go up to his house, but I think that would be very intrusive. I wouldn't do that. Be interesting to see the guesses we get in the comments. I can't wait to see the guesses. Maybe everyone will know, but then again, some people, certainly ones that are not into rock music or heavy rock, possibly not. But I think I've virtually given it away with the clues, haven't I? It'd be really interesting to read your comments. If you've got any thoughts also on the new Triumphs, the new 400 Triumphs, again, please leave them in the comments. I'd be really interested to know what you think. They certainly look good. In fact, I'll be honest, they look better than the CL, because they're very traditional looking. So many people, I think, will think they're a better looking bike, and I can understand that, because they're a traditional looking bike. This is a bit quirky and a bit unusual. I personally really like it, especially in the flesh. I think this is a bike that looks definitely better in the flesh than in videos and on photos. But tell me what you think about the new Triumphs. Obviously we don't know the price yet. I don't know when they're going to be in the dealers, but I will contact my local Triumph dealer, who again, I know quite well. The salesman from there comes up to the cafe, and I speak to him on a regular basis, so I'll find out when they're due in, and I'll get myself booked in on a nice early test ride. So that'll be fun. Test ride something that's undoubtedly going to be a direct competitor to the Honda CL. Now, I did mean to talk about all the YouTubers. I think I mentioned them earlier, didn't I? But I didn't go into as much depth as I was going to. And once again, if in the comments there's particular YouTubers that you like to listen to and watch, give them a mention. It's a great community, and we all want to sort of support one another. There's enough room for everyone. And another little thing that I want to leave you with is I'm going to get myself another bike probably as well as this, which I think I've mentioned before. What do you think? What sort of bike should I ride? I will do a video on that, actually. I haven't got time now, unfortunately. We're coming to the end. But what sort of bike should I have as my second bike? It's going to be a second-hand bike. It's not going to be a new one. But I've got quite a few bikes in my watch list on eBay that I like to keep an eye on. Maybe it's going to come from one of those, maybe it won't, and it's going to be completely left field. But in that watch list, I've got things like the Honda Hornet 900, which is a bike I've had in the past and always liked. If I could find a very nice one of those, I'd be extremely tempted. Suzuki GSR 600, which is a bike I test rode but chose the Street Triple over many years ago when the Street Triple came out, back in around 2007, I think that was. Moto Guzzi V7, or Moto Guzzi V7, is another bike I was interested in. So as you can see, they're all over the place, the type of bikes. There's nothing specific. I'm all over the place. And another one I've got on the list is a Royal Enfield Hunter, because I just think they look cute and they look really interesting. I would be fascinated with whether 350, how that would go and how I'd feel on that. That's another one I've even considered. So which one would you think I should have? That's a video. I'll do a video on that proper and tell you all the sort of parameters that I'm thinking about and my preferences, and we try and decide. I still think this is going to be my main go-to bike though, the CL, because I think it's great. I love it. So that's it from me. We're back home now. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time.